Subprocess Popen.Communicate versus Stdin.Write and Stdout.Read. I have noticed two different behaviors with two approaches that should have resulted in the same outcome. The goal, to execute an external program using subprocess module, send some data and read the results. The external program is Plink, platform is Windows XP, Python version 3.3. The main idea. So far so good. Now, I want to be able to do a loop, after each write to the subprocess's Stdin, that waits until EOF of the subprocess's Stdout, printed, then another Stdin command, and so on. So I first tried what previous discussions about the same topic yield, live output from subprocess command, read subprocess Stdout line by line, Python, subprocess, reading output from subprocess. And it didn't work, it hangs forever, because the Plink process is remaining alive until I kill it myself, so there is no use of waiting for the Stdout of the subprocess to reach EOF or to do a loop while Stdout is true because it will always be true until I kill it. So I decided to read from Stdout twice every time I am writing to Stdin, good and not for me. But the first extra read line hangs forever, as far as I understand, for the same reason I mentioned. The first extra read line waits forever for output, because the only output was already read in the first read line, and because Plink is alive, the function just sit there and waits for a new output line to get. So I tried this code, expecting the same hang because Plink never dies until I kill it. I tried that because according to the documentation of Communicate, the function wait until the process is ended, and then it finishes. Also, it reads from Stdout until EOF. Same as writing and reading Stdout and Stdin. But Communicate finishes and does not hang, in opposite of the previous code block. What am I missing here? Why when using Communicate, the Plink ends, but when using read line, it does not?
Your program without Communicate deadlocks because both processes are waiting on each other to write something before they write anything more themselves. Communicate does not deadlock in your example because it closes the stream, like the command a.stdin.close would. This sends an if to your subprocess, letting it know that there is no more input coming, so it can close itself, which in turn closes its output, so a.Stdout.Read eventually returns an if empty string. There is no special signal that your main process will receive from your subprocess to let you know that it is done writing the results from one command, but is ready for another command. This means that to communicate back and forth with one subprocess like you're trying to, you must read the exact number of lines that the subprocess sends. Like you saw, if you try to read too many lines, you deadlock. You might be able to use what you know, such as the command you sent it, and the output you have seen so far, to figure out exactly how many lines to read.
You can use threads to write and read at the same time, especially if the output only needs to be printed to the user.
If you want to go it now, please consider leaving and started.